This is Ahead of the Storm.
Good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Steve Raleigh, and we are the 9 First Warning Weather Team.
As a team, your safety is our #1 priority every day here at 9 on your side.
Forecasting severe weather so you know what to expect is just a part of how we keep you safe.
Knowing what to do and preparing you ahead of the storm is just as important as well.
So that's why we want to walk you through everything you need to know about the severe weather season ahead. Here's a look at some of what we have in store for you over the next 30 minutes.
Tonight, we walk you through what you should do the moment you see a flash of lightning, and what's happening inside your kid's school when severe weather hits, how teachers are leading the charge in school safety, and new research tools being tested right now that may one day save your life.
We start tonight with a deadly form of severe weather, tornadoes. 9 First Warning meteorologist Jennifer Ketchmark looks at our chances of seeing severe weather.
In 2014, the Tri-State saw 6 tornadoes, but the year prior, none. In 2012, it was 13. So we looked into how many tornadoes the Tri-State could see on average each year and what your chance actually is of being hit by one. Join me and put on your math hat as we dive in.
The yearly average of tornadoes is recorded by state. This means we'll have to take Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana numbers into account. Indiana sees an average of 20, Kentucky 17, and Ohio 17. That's 54 tornadoes per year over 3 states. But the Tri-State only represents 6.5% of this geographic area, so it boils down to an average of 3.5 tornadoes per year. And it's important to remember that this is merely the average over 30 years worth of data. So what's your chance of being hit by a tornado? To do that, we take the average number of tornadoes per year, 3.5, and divide by our population, 2.37 million people. It ends up being a 0.147% chance for every 1,000 people. You have better odds of writing a New York Times bestseller, bowling a perfect game, or winning an Academy Award.
These numbers may have you thinking, wow, the chance is really small, but as so many in the Tri-State can tell you, it only takes one to impact your life and memory forever. That's why it's always important to take shelter when tornado warnings are issued.
Okay, in recent memory and in history, many of us can remember the tornadoes that were part of the Blue Ash incident in April 1999. The storm was an F4 tornado. 4 people died, 200 homes destroyed. And in our most recent history, the tornadoes that ripped through the Tri-State in March of 2012. 11 people in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana lost their life that day. Holton, Indiana, Piner, Kentucky, Moscow, Ohio were all the hardest hit. When the moment the sirens start going off, that's when it's go time. Your family needs to find a safe spot. Our 9 First Warning meteorologist Sherry Hughes looks at some of the safest spots in your home.
6-year-old Sanaya loves to play with her dolls. She doesn't think much about tornadoes, but she knows what they are.
It is this big swirly thing that comes in. It has a lot of energy to take cars and break them, or take houses.
Houses, cars, and in some cases, whole communities. In 2012, an EF4 tornado packing 175-mile-per-hour winds tore a 10-mile path of destruction through Crittenden and Piner, Kentucky. The tornado killed 4 people.
The Robinsons lived in a small apartment.
Sanaya's mom knows how deadly tornadoes can be. She made sure both of her daughters know what to do if a tornado strikes. It's a lesson she learned from her dad when she was just a kid.
I remember in elementary school quite frequently having to go to the middle of the house in the hallway where my father would put mattresses on both sides of the hallway, and we would sit with a radio and listen.
Even at play, Sanaya knows what she has learned about tornado safety is very important. In fact, life-saving when you see these images of the awesome power twisters can bring.
I would go to the basement and either put mattresses around me or pillows and stay away from the windows.
Sanaya's home has a basement, so she knows where to go. If your home has a second level, you want to come downstairs away from windows to an interior room. A room like this, the bathroom, away from windows, walk inside, face the wall, crouch down, and assume the head tuck position. If possible, during a tornado warning, keep your smartphone or weather radio with you for information and to know when it's safe to go back out. Once again, have a tornado safety plan. Practice it often with your family. Be ready to put your plan into action once a tornado watch has been issued. Stay away from windows and get inside a small room without outside walls at ground level. And if you live in a mobile home, get out immediately. Go to a sturdy building or shelter to ride out the storm.
Thanks, Sherry. One of the many ways we're on your side to keep you and your family safe is through our 9 First Warning Alert Day program. It's your first chance to know when weather could impact your safety. 9 First Warning meteorologist Jennifer Ketchmark breaks down what it means to you.
We introduced you to the 9 First Warning Weather Alert Day this winter. These were days with icy issues, snowy roads, and dangerous temperatures. But what will a 9 First Warning Weather Alert Day look like in severe weather season? Here's what you need to know.
Severe weather is something that strikes the Tri-State throughout the year, but it's in the spring months that storms become more frequent and intense. That's why our Alert Day message will continue as we transition to severe weather season. A 9 First Warning Weather Alert Day will again be a day where the weather has a significant impact on a large area of the Tri-State. It's all in an effort to help you plan ahead for these dangerous days. We'll be looking for days with one, if not more, of these following issues: straight line winds, multiple tornadoes, damaging wind gusts, flooding rains, and extreme hail. And this message will begin before the event even gets here. You'll start seeing this important banner on our weather graphics and on your TV screen. During alert days, we'll detail this event so you know when it will arrive, what it's going to do, and what you can do to better prepare. Overall, the alert day will be declared when we feel certain that severe weather is likely and it's going to produce more than just your garden variety thunderstorm.
As always, our team will point out those critical days to keep you informed before it gets here, as it arrives, and while it's happening. We'll even give you the all clear. And this information won't just be found here on air. You can also find it on our Facebook page, on our Twitter account, and on WCPO.com. Our team is on your side during severe weather season. All right, putting it to the test. Next on Ahead of the Storm, a look at what happens when severe weather hits.
But first, what you need to know the second you see a flash of lightning light up the sky. You're watching Ahead of the Storm, a 9 First Warning weather special.
9 First Warning Weather Ahead of the Storm, sponsored by CincinnatiOverstock.com.
When Cincinnati's favorite family pizzeria teams up with the First Family of Barbecue, expect wow. It's the return of La Rosa's Montgomery Inn Pizza and new Montgomery Inn Rondos. Smoked pulled pork or chicken rolled into La Rosa's deliciousness. New Rondos and La Rosa's Montgomery Inn Pizza. Equal parts legendary taste, one part inspiration. That's the recipe for happy.
America's Best Designer Sale is going on now. You get 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95, plus get a free eye exam. Hundreds of designer frames to choose from: Sofia Vergara, Project Runway, Darion, and more. The designer sale at America's Best. 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 and a free eye exam. Hurry, sale ends Saturday. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit americasbest.com to schedule an appointment today. America's Best, the best prices in sight.
Never again put off taking a hot, soothing bath or fear of fall getting in or out of your tub. Call New Bath Walk-In Tubs now during our winter savings event and save 3 ways. First, save $1,000. Second, we have extra savings for seniors and veterans. And third, receive a $200 Bed Bath & Beyond gift card with purchase, plus dinner for 2 with estimate. Safer bathing is just a step away in a New Bath Walk-In Tub with relaxing hydrotherapy. Call now for your free in-home estimate.
The Lexus Command Performance Sales Event has begun. Command track-tested precision with the fastest-growing automotive luxury brand on the road, including the exhilarating IS, powerful GS, and first-ever RC Coupe. With more new models than ever, there's never been a better time to experience Lexus performance during the Command Performance Sales Event. Get great offers on our most dynamic models now through March 31st. Lease the all-wheel drive 2015 IS 250 for $349 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
To stay ahead of the storm means keeping your family safe. And let me ask you this. What kills more people than snowstorms, hurricanes, and tornadoes combined every year? It's the underrated killer called lightning. 25 million times every year, lightning hits the United States. And 1 in 12,000 people will be hit by lightning in their lifetime. 73 people die every year because of this underrated killer. 64% of the people hit by lightning are enjoying a leisure activity. So this spring and summer, when thunder roars, go indoors. That's the phrase to remember, so you don't become one of the 90 in Indiana, the 146 in Ohio, or 97 in Kentucky who have died since 1959. And to stay 9 on your side, let me offer some tips for you and your friends and loved ones to remember. When lightning is around, number 1, stay away from any metal objects like fences. And keep in mind this, if you can't get indoors, a car does provide some adequate safety away from lightning. I'll tell you what doesn't. And one of the things that, well, really causes the most lightning strikes in hitting people are being by trees. Lightning is attracted to tall objects, and it's where folks most get hit by lightning. When you're inside your home, yes, you're safe, but stay away from the windows if the lightning's popping around your house. And avoid plumbing if you really want to be safe. Pets inside, and don't forget about your electronics, those surge protectors, and that will keep you safe. Now, when we're talking about leisure activities, remember, for the kids, tell them that when they hear the thunder, head right inside. And you campers, remember, no hilltop campsites when there's storms around. The higher you are, the better chance of getting hit. Coaches, no dugouts. It doesn't provide adequate safety. And wait 30 minutes before you see the lightning strike before going back outside. And if you keep in mind those tips, you'll stay ahead of the storm.
Well, next on Ahead of the Storm, we look at how these drones are helping researchers get a closer look at tornadoes.
But first, we look at another impact of Mother Nature, just how much damage hail can cause too, as we continue with Ahead of the Storm, a 9 first warning weather special.
9 first warning weather ahead of the storm, sponsored by CincinnatiOverstock.com.
Unless you make your own corned beef, Arby's is the best place to get a Reuben. If you do make your own corned beef, send your resume to careers@arbys.com. Arby's, we have the meat.
Bet you can't catch me. Oh, yeah? Visit Newport Aquarium and frolic with the new Asian otters at the new Canyon Falls. They're playful, adorable, and fun.
Missed me.
You'll discover why Newport Aquarium has been named one of the top aquariums in the country by the Travel Channel.
Gotcha.
You'll be surrounded by sharks. You can even pet some. You'll marvel at dive shows, waddle along with playful penguins, and be wowed by the largest jellyfish exhibit in the Midwest. Visit Newport Aquarium for an awe-inspiring spring break your kids will never forget, and join the fun.
If you've become disabled or have been denied Social Security disability benefits, we can help. I'm Henry Achani. We have a department dedicated to representing clients who need help getting their Social Security disability benefits, whether it's a new claim or you've already been denied. Call us for a free consultation or visit our website. If there's no recovery, there's no fee. You can trust us to protect your rights. O'Connor, Achani, and Levy, attorneys you know, attorneys you trust.
Jake Sweeney, the Tri-State's most trusted automotive name since 1917.
With 3,000 new and used vehicles in stock.
Featuring Chevrolet,
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram,
Mazda,
BMW,
Kia,
and Fiat.
Plus the Tri-State's original used car superstore.
#1 in sales.
#1 in service.
We say yes to automotive credit.
We're about 15 minutes from anywhere in the Tri-State with 3 convenient locations.
Tri-County,
Florence,
and Western Hills.
Better for less.
JakeSweeney.com.
You are a rock and roller.
Yes, baby, let's go. Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's excitement, the kinetic energy through the audience. It's such a fun time. You will love it.
Now, severe weather can come in many forms. One of them is just strong winds. 9 first warning meteorologist Jason Adams looks at the moment of impact between flying debris and your home.
As meteorologist Sherry Hughes pointed out, the safest place to be inside your home during a tornado is in the interior-most portion of your home, preferably underground. If you do not have a basement, you have to get to the most inner portion of your home. I took that information and began digging around online to find out why this is the best practice during a tornado. I was led to the National Wind Institute at Texas Tech University to their Debris Impact Testing Center. Here at the facility, they have a team of scientists, engineers, and meteorologists that use a pneumatic air cannon to demonstrate the damage that can occur when debris is being flung around by a tornado. Objects flying from the cannon can reach up to 250 miles per hour. Video from the university shows the 2x4s being ejected from the cannon can easily pass through brick, drywall, stone, and even concrete blocks when thrown at wind speeds that match those of a powerful tornado. This is why we always recommend getting underground if possible, but if you can't, you want to put as many walls between you and the outside winds from this possible tornado to protect yourself from flying debris. For example, if a tornado were to hit the east side of Cincinnati where your 9 on Your Side studios are located, the first line of defense for us, not safe at all. It's glass. Our next level of defense, the men's bathroom that actually has 3 walls that are acting as barriers to protect us from any additional flying debris. And our final line of defense here at 9 on Your Side, it's our studio. Not only does it protect sound from entering the studio, but it does act as another wall that makes 4 or 5 now from the exterior of our building to the interior to keep this 2x4 and other debris from flying into the station. Remember, it's not just the wind, it's what the wind is carrying that could not only create fatalities, but cause some serious damage to you and your family.
All right, Jason, thanks. Now, wind isn't the only thing that can damage your home.
Yeah, that's right, Stevie. Wanted to show you what hail can do to your home. 9 First Warning meteorologist Jason Adams created a little of experiment of his own to help show you the power of hail.
Each year, millions of Americans, including those of us in the Tri-State, are threatened with scenes like this. Large chunks of ice falling from thunderstorms. This is hail. Hail causes significant damage to property in every state in the United States and has been known to even cause fatalities. Insurance estimates put hail damage to crops, property, and livestock in the billions each year. As severe weather season ramps up over the next few months, we want you to be prepared. I did a non-scientific experiment and just put some water in some water balloons and froze them to imitate the size of some large hail. So we're going to take a look at the type of damage that hail can do when it's dropped from a 3.5-story building. Imagine if it's coming from a 25,000-foot atmospheric cloud. Now we're going to take a look at the damage that hail can cause to sheet metal. We're starting out with quarter size. We'll go up to baseball size and even softball size. And that typically is the largest we can get here in the Tri-State, but I've even got one to show you here in a minute that's the size of a soccer ball. Plywood tends to be a little stronger. It's what most of roofs are built out of, but there's even been instances where hail has broken through the roof and hit people inside their homes. We're going to take a look at what baseball-sized hail can do to a sheet of plywood. The biggest hailstone in the United States was the size of a soccer ball, more than 8 inches in diameter. Thankfully, we rarely see hail here above baseball size in the Tri-State, but who's to say it couldn't happen? So I made one the size of a soccer ball, and we're just going to drop it on the concrete just to see how it demolishes itself. 3, 2, 1. From our experiment, the plywood sustained the least amount of damage. However, the one that sustained the most, of course, the sheet metal. It's thin, but I know a lot of you have garages or tool sheds that are made out of this material, so a big hailstorm could certainly damage it. Last but not least, we've got our drywall. It sustained some significant damage as well. We want you to be prepared. Remember, this was only from 3.5 stories up. Hail falls from 25 to perhaps up to 50,000 feet in the atmosphere.
Nice work, Jason. Next on Ahead of the Storm, keeping your kids safe at school. The life-saving lessons being taught in the classroom. Next.
You're so attractive, I forgot my pickup line.
Our table's ready.
O'Charlie's Prime Rib Lovers Weekend for 2. Half a pound of slow-roasted hand-carved prime rib and a side with a shared appetizer. Just $12.99 per person, because weekend should be celebrated.
9 First Warning weather ahead of the storm. Sponsored by CincinnatiOverstock.com.
Bet you can't catch me.
Oh, yeah? Visit Newport Aquarium and frolic with the new Asian otters at the new Canyon Falls. They're playful, adorable, and fun.
Missed me.
You'll discover why Newport Aquarium has been named one of the top aquariums in the country by the Travel Channel.
Gotcha.
You'll be surrounded by sharks. You can even pet some. You'll marvel at dive shows, waddle along with playful penguins, and be wowed by the largest jellyfish exhibit in the Midwest. Visit Newport Aquarium for an awe-inspiring spring break your kids will never forget, and join the fun.
Thank you for making Jeff Weiler the Tri-State's #1 volume Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealer.
During the Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Award Season event, lease the Jeep Cherokee Latitude for $235 a month, the Chrysler Town & Country Touring for just $283 a month, and for Ram truck lovers, it's Ram Truck Month. Lease a Ram 1500 Express 4-wheel drive Hemi for just $279 a month. But hurry, the award season event ends soon.
That's Jeff Weiler, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Eastgate, Fort Thomas, and Lawrenceburg.
I love our new chair from Value City Furniture.
Beautiful chase, isn't it?
I believe it's pronounced chaise.
Chase.
Chaise. Chaise.
Chase.
Chaise. 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 Chaise.
Chase.
All we can do is make getting great style easy. The rest is up to you. Value City Furniture. Style comes easy.
The Weekend, the antidote to an extra long work week and 2 screaming toddlers. O'Charlie's Prime Rib Lovers Weekend for 2. Half a pound of slow-roasted hand-carved prime rib and a side with a shared appetizer. Just $12.99 per person, because weekend should be celebrated.
Weather experts are abuzz because of a new technology that will revolutionize our understanding of global environment. From tornadoes to hurricanes to fire weather to flooding, this watershed moment will better our forecast and increase your safety.
You gotta get further ahead of it.
I know what I'm doing.
The days of chasing down a tornado, like in the movie Twister, are numbered. While we can get life-saving information, these mobile science labs are expensive and it's dangerous work. Enter the drone. Officially called an unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV, these University of Cincinnati researchers are leading the country with some of their work. Cost-effective, easy to maneuver, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, who oversees the Weather Service, is spending tens of millions of dollars to implement their use. Whether it's hurricanes and tornadoes, to search and rescue after the storm, or simply collecting temperatures at new heights in the atmosphere. You can't emphasize enough what the impact is going to be to the meteorological community when these are used on a regular basis. The guys here know that NOAA has said it is going to impact weather the same way satellite and radar technology advance meteorology.
I've been working in this field of UAVs for 25 years. I can see it come alive literally. There is this buzz. We feel that we can impact, make a change, do something better.
Better, like a 50-pound weather drone that's reinforced with Kevlar to fly into severe weather or even into a tornado to detect critical storm information that could increase lead time in severe weather forecasts. Larger drones can cost several $1,000s, but a small quadcopter is an outlay of $1,000 or $2,000 for a revolutionary look into storms.
Concerning severe weather, we could be able to come up with better estimates and also provide near real-time coverage on demand of what is happening, and then come up with situation awareness in real time.
Well, it's an exciting time ahead. Now, severe weather can hit at any time of the day, and it's important to know what your children's schools are doing to keep your kids safe. 9 First Warning meteorologist Sherry Hughes looks at the plans in place when severe weather hits.
Within seconds of a blaring tornado alarm, students at Mount Airy Elementary School quickly leave their classrooms for tornado-safe areas in the hall and throughout the building. The drill is practiced once a month during the tornado season in all Cincinnati public schools, so students know exactly where to go and what to do if there's a real emergency. So how are tornado-safe areas chosen? Safety expert Bill Long says it all has to do with the school's physical layout.
We look for areas that have substantial masonry,
small span areas, areas without a lot of glass where children could be hurt. And we've designated those as tornado-safe areas.
At Summit View Elementary in Kenton County, Kentucky, kids walk these halls every day. This window at the end of the hall deems this hall unsafe during a tornado.
When we do have a drill, or we do shut these doors.
Principal Leslie Smith tells me it's not just the halls being analyzed, but other areas like ceiling structures where overhead beams could be a hidden threat during a tornado.
I work closely with our plant manager, who works with the facilities directors at our school district to make sure that when we place students that there are not structural bases above them that could fall and hurt them.
Students protect their heads with their hands and arms while facing walls not exposed to the outside. Experts say kneeling down shields kids from flying debris, which is the leading cause of tornado injuries and deaths. The tuck position is a long-standing practice in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana schools, which all have similar tornado safety guidelines.
You got down here in 2 minutes.
School administrators say tornado safety is a state mandate that parents at home can reinforce by making sure their kids understand the importance of it and know what to do.
Thanks, Sherry. Now, remember, we're on your side when severe weather hits.
Download the Storm Shield app for your smartphone, or you can buy it right now in the App Store or at Google Play. It's just another life-saving tool to keep you ahead of the storm.
Thank you very much for watching.